chef in the place, we run the kitchen, me a set the place on the jam to be active, me make it taste so nice. Me a the man to cook up a spicy curry rice. Yardie belly a medium, come check me radio station. Tuning at the vibes, feel the job creation. Me a cook it up, yeah. Me a steer it in a pop music and food, the combination.
Hello folks, so today we are roasting some lamb. Not roasting, but we're making lamb chops. And of course we have some lamb here, albeit it cut all different type of way. And me cut it, so me I try make some of the lollipop looking one them and try to work with what I have. Alright, so the lamb has been cleaned, washed and cleaned, and most of the cuttings have been done already. Over here we have some garlic, we have some German sage, we have some rosemary, and we have thyme, and these are gonna be what is used to make our flavor rub onto our lamb chops. We also have some garlic, onion powder, we have sumac, we have Larry's seasoned salt, we have some orange pepper, and some Cajun seasoning. We also have oregano, which is spice, and of course we have some olive oil. So let's get into the meat of the matter. We're gonna rub on some flavors onto our lamb, make a nice seasoned rub, and we're gonna add them to the olive to the lamb, and then we're gonna allow it to marinate for a little bit, and then we get into pan searing it in our cast iron skillet. All right, let's go. So the first thing you want to do is to make your spice rub, and I'm using all these seasonings. Yes, Cajun seasoning and everything that was explained before. I like sumac because it has a nice citrusy vibe to it, and so I'm using that. You want to use whatever you so choose. We're calling this Cajun, honey Cajun lamb chops, just for the sake of calling it something. But these are my choices, and of course you can change it up and put what you want. All right, and then of course lamb is always appreciated with two quintessential ingredients, which is rosemary and thyme. Yes, rosemary and thyme. And so we're using rosemary and thyme, and we're also using a little bit of German sage, as was mentioned before. This is a very great ingredients to add to meats. Of course, we're cutting up our garlic, and we're using some fine quality olive oil to sort of make this into a nice rub, a nice paste, and I'm sure that will work definitely for making this a great dish. Of course, I want some paprika in there because I need that nice color to come out in the rub. Yes, and of course we're rubbing it on. You could just pour this over your meat and marinate it for however long you so choose. I am doing it this way. All right, then to our hot skillet, they're using a non-stick skillet. We want to add the meat, and you want to sear it on both sides for roughly, depending on the size of your meat, the thickness of your meat, you want to go for maybe about 3 to 4 minutes on each side, making sure that the lamb comes out medium done or medium well. All right, if you want to go rare, that's fine as well. A lot of people appreciate their lamb in that state. Again, we're going for medium done, and so that's what we did. All right, of course I'm pouring back all of the marinating liquid on this just to keep up that nice vibe. Make sure so we have some aromatics. The place smell good, guys. It's really nice. Then I'm adding a little bit of butter to my skillet, and I'm gonna use the butter to base the meat. All right, just before turning them over. All right, how that look good? Yeah, man. And here's the finished lamb, guys. 4 minutes on each side, and it come out nice. The outside is well charred, and the lamb is nice. I'm just resting it now before adding in some fresh parsley and scallions, and I'm also putting some honey. Yes, drizzling some honey. Now you don't want to use the honey hot, so I'm not adding it to the pot. Then we move over to our potatoes. We're using purple sweet potatoes for this dish, and of course, guys, these are organic potatoes. We got them at Sprouts, and we are just mashing them down, and then we're gonna add some roasted garlic that we roasted alongside the potatoes, and we're gonna add those, to the potatoes and whip them nicely. We're also gonna add some heavy cream just to get that nice fluffy whipped potato vibe. And of course, you can use whatever you so choose. Some people use mayonnaise, for instance, but I like the vibe with the heavy cream. So we're using heavy cream and we're just mixing our potatoes. And I'm gonna grab my whisk and whisk the potatoes until it's nice, it's fluffy, it's really good. I'm also adding a little bit of Parmesan cheese as we go. And of course, guys, you want to whip it until it is nice and fluffy again. All right, so we're ready to assemble our plate. We're just adding some potatoes down. And again, trying to be gourmet, doing a little style. But you can just add your potatoes down. And then we're also going to do some asparagus because we had some asparagus steaming in our steamer. And then we add some tomatoes just for color, just to make the plate look interesting. And then we're going to add some lamb chops to this. All right, after the lamb chops been resting for a little bit, we want to add our lamb chops to this. Guys, this goes without saying is one of the best dish that I made in a while. The lamb chops were nice and tender, just medium done. And we did not do much with the sauce. We just drizzled some sweet and sour sauce on it. And of course, the rest was a little bit of honey. And there you have it. Guys, it was awesome. I had to tell my live audience. I promise you, it tastes like it's seasoned overnight. You understand? The asparagus, we steam it in our double boiler. You understand? So the asparagus is still crunchy. You understand? Watch it. Watch it. Look on the asparagus. Still crunchy. Watch it. Oh my God. May I tell you? You see me? The potato, we use a little bit of heavy cream, roast some garlic, and just mash and just whip the potato. You understand? So it was so light and pillowy. And then we just rest the lamb chops on top of it. And may I tell you, I feel like I'm in a 5-star restaurant. I feel like it's hot cuisine this. I feel so magnanimous. Guys, remember that every Tuesday we are live on TikTok, and of course on Thursdays we go live on YouTube. And of course, our biggest gifter for our live gets to choose what we make the following week. And this is a listener request, a viewer request, and it turned out great. Our honey Cajun lamb chops with roasted mashed potatoes, garlic butter mashed potatoes, purple potato, whatever you want to call it. It was great. Remember, subscribe, like, and share Yardie TV with everybody you know, because we're doing it and we're doing it crazy.